channel Sun Love Stars. Welcome to today's reading. My name is Cynthia. For those who don't know me, welcome. Today I want to talk about your destiny. Okay, I want to dive into what you are destined to learn, what you are destined to experience, and what lessons you learn from whatever you are experiencing. So basically my intention is not to tell you that you are destined to become famous, destined to become a rock star, which could all be the case. I want to talk more about what happens in your soul, okay? So imagine someone would write a book about you, or you would write a book about yourself. What would your story sound like? What would your story be about, okay? So I want to tap into your soul's journey, your soul traveling upon earth. And basically when you imagine yourself walking through the streets and walking through a forest or walking wherever you are, okay, on this big blue planet that is floating in space, what is your story about? What is your destiny? What are you destined to experience, to see, to learn, okay? And what you gain from those experiences. So we're going to dive really, really deep today. This is probably also going to be a very poetic, deeply spiritual reading, okay? So I might talk a little bit like in tongues, or as if I would write a poem, or it will sound a little bit like a story in a book or like a poem, okay? So in the next clip you can choose between 4 beautiful crystals. Take your time, come back to your center. I know that the world is very fast-paced and sometimes very, very stressful. And sometimes we feel stressed and there's no real reason, or when we have time to relax, it's not that easy to relax, okay? So that's why I put the meditation music in the background, so that you can take a breather and become one with your soul, your spirit, and your inner voice. And if you feel drawn to more than one crystal, you can definitely choose more than one crystal. Also, if you have a hard time choosing between crystals, you can also let the number come to you, okay? So we're gonna dive really, really deep today, deep into the ocean of your spirit and your soul, and what you are destined to experience, and who are you destined to become. It's almost like I'm seeing your transformation in the cards today, okay? So without further ado, I'm going to see you in your reading, guys. Hello, beautiful pile number 1. So you chose this beautiful, to be honest, I really don't know what this crystal is. I think it's a, to be honest, you guys let me know in the comments. Sorry guys, you let me know then in the comments what kind of stone it is. But one of my favorite colors is light blue, and it just reminds me of heaven. It reminds me of angelic energy. It reminds me of peace, you know, like heavenly peace, or creating heaven on earth, okay? I think this is also gonna be part of your reading today, okay? Now the first thing that I want to tell you guys, what you are destined to experience, or what is your destiny in a nutshell, it has a strong connection to music, okay? When I started this reading, or when I started your reading, I felt the strong urge to put a headphone in my ear, which I usually don't do. I used to do that, but I don't anymore because I let the meditation music play in the background. But I felt such a strong urge to put headphones in my ear, okay? And it's so interesting because for the cards that came out for you is discover your life purpose, okay? And as you can see, somebody's playing an instrument, a violin here. Do you say violin? I think so. Okay. And then we also got the card here, connect with music. You see, I had a strong urge to put earphones in my ear to hear the music as intense as I can, okay? Now, your destiny has a strong, strong connection to music, okay? I also channeled some messages. And with you guys, I heard, into the wild I go to lose my mind and find my soul, okay? The energy that I pick up with you here, first of all, your spirit guides want to let you know that they're very intensely speaking to you right now through music, okay? Meaning when you drive to a store, or when you go somewhere, or when you are in an Uber, or when somebody is offering a ride to you, what music is playing in the background, okay? Listen to the lyrics in the music that you hear, okay? Also pay close attention to what kind of music you are currently drawn to. What is the title of the song? It's going to tell you a lot about your next chapter, a lot about your destiny. Some of you guys, you are literally destined to create music, or to find your purpose maybe in a song, or to find a very strong insight, epiphany in a song, okay? So what the universe is really like, because this urge was super duper strong, is Spirit wants to let you know that your destiny is it to find something in music, almost like a message, okay? Listening or hearing what your spirit guides want to tell you through music, because as you can see, you are currently surrounded by a lot of spirits, your guardian angels, right? Because we talked about the stone that you chose, which reminds me of a deep connection to heaven, to spirit guides, to deceased loved ones, okay? That could also be an energy where a deceased loved one is trying to communicate to you through music, maybe a song that you both liked, or maybe a song that your grandpa liked, your grandma liked, okay? Or a best friend or something along those lines. Now, I also heard that your song, it's almost like as you walk upon earth, it almost feels like a symphony, okay? It almost feels like your heart wants to sing, okay? Your heart wants to sing, and I hear that your own heart has a melody, okay? I know where we are going. So there's a specific movie that the universe is bringing me to right now. And this movie, you see, now I felt like I can take this headphone off, because the message came through. It's like your spirit guides are really saying, hey, we are talking to you right now. Do you hear the music? Do you hear the lyrics? Do you hear the music that is playing when you go to a store? Okay. Now hear me out. I'm being drawn to a movie. I'm being drawn to a movie where there was, I think it's called Momo and the Gray Man, and it's basically about a little child that brings peace back to her city, because these gray men are like kind of the enemy in the movie, and they steal time from people, okay? They steal time from people, they make people work 9 to 5 or like 24/7, and those people become so stressed and so rushed, and their heart becomes cold because of working and looking at the time. It's almost like being stressed because there's so much on your plate, to the point where you don't have time for family anymore, or you don't have time to sing a song because you rush to work and then you rush back home, and then you rush to work and then you rush back home. So this little child called Momo, I don't know if you guys know this movie. It's a really beautiful one, very, very intense. She is basically trying to save her friends from becoming cold and gray and heartless, because they don't listen to their heart anymore. They only listen to the clock and the time to work and do all their duties, but they don't have time to play the guitar. They don't have time to play the instrument here, okay? And there's a specific scene in the movie where Momo is meeting, your spirit guides are here, where Momo is meeting, I think, what was he called? I think the Master of Time, but in actuality he was death, okay? So he was the personification of death, and he told Momo that every person has a limited time on planet Earth. So he showed Momo, it's very beautiful, very spiritual. He showed Momo a room where every spirit, every soul has a clock, you know, like a lifetime basically. And then he also brought Momo to a room where he said that every soul and every spirit and every human has a melody. And in the movie there was like a lotus flower blooming, and there was a melody coming out of this flower, and Momo said, this melody sounds so beautiful, okay? And she said, I keep hearing a melody, but I don't know where it comes from. And then the Master of Time, or basically like death, said, he's like a, you know, like a guru or something like that, or like a, yeah, I think he's a master in the movie, but a very, very kind, wise old man. And he says to Momo that what she's hearing is her own melody, that this is the melody of her soul, her heart, okay? So I feel a strong energy here, as if you are destined to experience that when you look at other people, that you see so much beauty in them, okay? And I almost want to say that you are, pie number one, you are the type of people that you really look up to other people. You really look up to other people like, wow, I wish I would be such a good guitarist, or wow, I would love to be such a good singer. It's almost like you are looking up to people that live their purpose, okay? For example, you see a musician and you can hear the beauty in their voice, and you can really see the beauty in other people, okay? As you can see, she's like in awe of the symphony or the song that he's playing, but at the same time, it's almost like what Spirit is saying here, your destiny is it to see the beauty in other people, but also at the same time realize that as these other people create their own song, okay, this person is playing the melody that they have in their heart out into the universe. You can hear this person's melody in their heart, right? Because they express it through music, through art, whatever it is. And then you here, you are admiring those people. Wow, I really admire this person for what they are creating, okay? I am in awe of the beauty that they are creating, this beautiful song that this person is creating, this beautiful art that this person is creating. And what Spirit is saying here is that your destiny is it to let the song of your heart out and express it just as other people do, okay? It's almost like you have a melody in your heart and in your soul, meaning that there's something beautiful, almost like art, okay? There is art inside of your heart, and this art wants to be played, wants to be heard, okay? So I almost want to say, it also says discover your life purpose, right? So you are very in awe and very looking up to and feel very, very much inspired by other people and how they found their purpose and how they're living their life. Maybe, sorry guys, maybe you are very, very drawn to art, whatever type of art it is, okay? Now, what your destiny is about, I feel an energy that Spirit is saying that your heart is beautiful and your heart has a melody, but you don't let the melody play, okay? It's almost like your heart wants to sing, but do you let your heart sing? Your heart wants to play a melody, but do you let your heart play a melody out into the universe, okay? For example, if somebody creates music, the music starts from the heart, and then they start to write, and then they start to compose a melody, right? And as they create this music, it goes out into the universe, okay? So I almost want to say it's time for you to shine. Your destiny is it to see the beauty in other people, in the art that they create, but at the same time realize that you are one of those people. You might be looking at other people and think, wow, I really, really admire this person for what they do, for what they create, you know? And there's almost this energy of like, I could never, or I don't think that I'm this creative, I don't think that I have that much talent, okay? But it's not about that. It's about expressing what is deeply in your heart. I almost want to say it's time for you to play the violin, for you to be the people that you admire, to become one of those people, because in essence you are, okay? Now with the Into the Wild, I go to lose my mind and find my soul. If you look in the back, there's a spirit here, you see? So spirit is talking to you through music. Okay, we're trying to tell you something with the music that you hear, with the art that you see, with the art that inspires you, and it's time for you to be in the limelight. It's time for you to play the violin. Okay, it's time for you to show how beautiful your heart is with what you create and put out into the universe, okay? Now, with the Into the Wild, I go to lose my mind and find my soul. I almost want to say that we're sometimes very overwhelmed with our thoughts, to the point where we don't hear what our heart wants to tell us, okay? So it's almost this energy of really understanding your desires, your heart, and what it needs or what it wants to express, okay? I also heard the dark hallway where you find luck and success. Now, if I look at the story here, I'm seeing how one day you decide to get up. One day you decide to no longer just admire people, but to actually walk your own path, okay? To actually become like the people that you admire, okay? We have here the sexuality card, and to me this almost feels like, okay, I looked up to this person so much, but I also want to be somebody who's being looked up to. And it's not about you getting praise, but it's about you also want to bring so much beauty and so much happiness and so much passion to other people the way the people that you admire do, right? So one day, pie number one, you get up and you say, I want to walk my own path. I no longer want to sit here and listen to these beautiful people that I admire. I want to walk my own path, okay? I want to find what my purpose is. Or you already maybe found your purpose, okay? We're gonna talk about it. It's kind of like a story here today. So, and I was drawn to how dark this hallway is, okay? Now, I also paid attention to the snake. There is a snake on this card, okay? It reminds me of shedding your old skin. It's almost like shedding your old skin, or even like coming out of your shell. That's what it feels like, okay? Your destiny is about coming out of your own shell, and instead of just seeing how other people are beautiful and what they create is beautiful, that you step into a position of, I no longer hide what my heart wants to create, what my melody is like, what my song would sound like if I created art, if I created something, okay? It doesn't have to be art. It talks about creation that comes from the heart. This could be a restaurant, this could be whatever it is, this could be a book, it doesn't matter what it is, right? Now, the interesting thing is I have a candle that has a lot of snakes on it, and this candle is about luck and success, okay? So I feel this energy here that your destiny is linked to luck and success with what you create that comes from the deepest core of your heart. You don't create it because you feel like you will be successful with it. You create it because it's the truth of your heart. your melody, okay? I'm feeling an energy here with this dark hallway. It almost feels like diving into, walking into a place. It's almost like there's like a treasure hidden in the dark. I almost want to say that you will actually find that your dark past, or maybe what is deeply hidden, it feels like something is hidden here, okay? It feels like something is hidden that you are meant to discover. And I think for a lot of you guys, it is your purpose. But again, it's not about what does my mind tell me what my purpose is, but what does my heart tell me? Going from the mind back to the heart, okay? I also heard, because I channeled some messages with you guys here. Now, look at this transformation that is happening here. I'm looking at the body language, okay? Here it's a little bit shy or a little bit closed off, right? It's kind of like, I'm hiding, I'm shy, I don't want to come out of my shell. I love to look at art, but I don't feel like I have the talent to create, okay? Again, this is a timeline, so wherever you are at, if you already feel like you found your purpose, this is basically, I'm describing your past. And for some of you guys, I'm describing your present moment, okay? And for others of you, I'm gonna look into the future for you guys, okay? So as you can see the body language here, this person is like very firm, standing very firm. It doesn't matter who's gonna see me. Some people are gonna love the music that I create and other people will just walk by, okay? But instead of just being somebody who watches, you become somebody who plays, okay? Now if you look at the body language here, she's getting up, meaning I'm ready. I'm ready to find and discover what is hidden. What is hidden from me, what is hidden in my soul and in my heart. I'm ready to dive into what my heart is trying to tell me. I'm ready to listen to the guidance that I get from the universe. I'm ready to go on this path that seems so mysterious, but at the same time it also seems so promising. Why do I feel like there's luck and success waiting for me on a very mysterious path? And look at that here. Look at the transformation. It's lovely. Look at the transformation here. It says self-love, right? And look at her body language. She's no longer hiding. I'm hearing in full glory, okay? She's no longer hiding who she is. She's no longer hiding her melody, the song of her heart, and the beauty that comes from her heart and what she creates. It's almost like the melody of your soul and your heart travels into your arms and comes out of your hands. And then you start to create something, okay? Instead of creating from the mind, you start to create from the heart, okay? I also heard crown yourself before the world crowns you. This card here talks about self-love, okay? And I almost want to say that you sometimes look at people and you wish you would get the praise, or you wish you would maybe get the appreciation like other people do. Again, let's get back to a musician. Like, wow, this person, like their voice is beautiful and they get so much praise for what they do, and I would love to be in such a position. It's not about praise, but it's about that I feel like I have a purpose and I bring beauty and happiness and love and romance and pleasure to other people. And I also want to be in a position where I'm happy with what I create and people also love what I create, you know? And the interesting thing here is that you maybe are not realizing that you are one of those people. You're just on a journey before it's your time to shine, okay? With the self-love card, this talks about how you will find luck and success on your journey because you are destined for luck, meaning to be at the right time, at the right place, okay? This also reminds me of Justin Bieber, how he started as a street artist and he got discovered. We were talking about discovering, right? Because I remember yesterday I listened to Justin Bieber, like old songs from him, and I remember like, wow, his journey started that he was a street artist and he was like playing an instrument and singing on the street until he got discovered. And I think he did that because his family didn't have much money and he wanted to help his family, right? But instead of using his mind, he said, my heart tells me to sing. Okay, it's almost like trusting the mystery of life, trusting that the universe has a very mysterious way to bring luck and success to you. And there could be a million ways as to how it manifests. So could the mind ever comprehend how it will come to you, right? In that case, it becomes a mystery, it becomes unknown, almost to the point where I feel like walking an unknown path, or trusting your intuition that tells you, I feel like I should go there, I feel like I will discover something here, okay? Now, what I mean by crowning yourself before the world crowns you, it's almost this energy of becoming aware of who you want to be, okay? For example, you say, I want to bring peace to other people with the art that I create, right? You're becoming very much aware of what you want, but at the same time, you also crown yourself, I'm going to be the artist that brings peace with my art. And as you declare, this is who I am and this is what I bring to the world, you are crowning yourself with an invisible crown. You're saying to the universe, I want to be a beautiful soul, a beautiful human on planet Earth that brings peace to people. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I let the universe show me my way, but my innermost desire is it to bring peace, or my innermost desire is it to bring more beauty to planet Earth, okay? And as you do that, you declare to the universe who you are and what energy you want to bring to the world, okay? And as you become aware of that energy, what energy you want to bring to the world with whatever it's going to be. Some of you guys already know. For others of you, you are still on a journey to discover and uncover the unknown, okay? As you do that, you become very much aware of your own energy. I almost want to say that the universe will crown you with success and luck on your journey. It is your destiny, okay? But the universe will crown you with luck and success as you speak out into the world who you want to become. The question is, who do you want to become? It's not necessarily, I mean, it goes hand in hand, right? Because what is in your heart is basically connected to the universe. So yes, there's free will, meaning you can decide who you want to become and what kind of energy you want to bring on planet Earth, right? Heaven on earth, I'm hearing. But as you do that, the universe sees you. It's almost like seeing yourself. You will be seeing yourself for who you are and the energy that you bring to the table. And as you realize who you are and what energy is the most important to you, it could be, I want to bring love to people, I want to bring peace to people, I want to bring excitement to people, right? I want to entertain people. That is the first key. And then the universe, as you declare that energy, the universe will come back to you and tell you, hey, you said you want to be the goddess of peace, or you want to be the god of peace, or you want to be, I don't know, you want to bring excitement and happiness to people. You want to be a sunshine on planet Earth, or you want to be a rainbow that brings blessings to people, you know. As you declare that and announce that, okay, it's almost like you decide where your seat is. I almost want to say it's like a seat. I'm seeing a throne here, okay? Meaning your position or your part, your seat is waiting for you. But you have to say, for example, if there are different thrones, and every throne has like a different keyword, which keyword with which throne would you choose? Wow, that's interesting. Now I'm coming to Harry Potter. This is going to be a long reading, but I love you guys. So I'm coming back to Harry Potter here. Do you remember how he didn't know in which team he would be, like in which house in Hogwarts? And there was a hat on his head saying, you could be a Slytherin, but you could also be, what was the other one called? Gryffindor. You see? And he said, I want to be a Gryffindor. I want to be a Gryffindor. Because the head also said you could also very much be suited, or Slytherin could also be like a good house, a good team for you. But Harry Potter chose, this is what I want to do, right? So it's almost like crowning. He said to himself, this is who I want to be. And as he decided who he wants to be, that's when he got crowned. Okay? This is almost the energy of Spirit saying, and your journey is about, show us who you are, and we will bring you where you want to be. Show us who you are, and we will bring you where you want to be. We will guide you to your throne, but you have to know which throne you're choosing. Okay? Now, we also have your spiritual support. Dear angels, I allow you to support me as I grow to become more spiritually aware. So I feel this energy here that your destiny is it really to... You were once a shy person that had a lot of admiration for other people and what they do. And your destiny is it to go on a journey that seems to be mysterious and unknown, and you will feel lost sometimes, and other times you will feel like, I discovered something that brings me some type of direction. I feel like this is the right thing for me, okay? Keyword, I feel like this is the right thing for me, okay? And as you walk this mysterious path, sometimes you don't know why you feel drawn to certain things. Sometimes you don't know what exactly your journey is going to be like, okay? But your destiny is about you choosing who you want to become. It's not necessarily what your destiny is, but your destiny is that your heart chooses over your mind, okay? I feel a strong emphasis here on, of course, it also talks about self-love, meaning that if you see, hey, peace is the most important thing to me and I want to bring peace to people, isn't that something to admire about a person? Isn't that something that you can admire about yourself? That you are such a kind, sweet soul that wants to bring beauty and peace and love to other people, okay? Can you find more self-love in realizing what a kind soul and what a kind heart you have? Okay, and as you realize what a kind soul and kind heart you have, don't you think that you deserve luck and success? Okay, there's a strong emphasis here on you realizing your own beauty. Not from a cocky place, but more so from a place of, maybe I am a little angel that brings peace to other people, and maybe I deserve to be lucky and successful. It's not about who's the most talented. It's not about, will I win in this game? Will I win in the Matrix? It's about, do I deserve luck and success for being such a kind and sweet soul, right? And as you make peace with who you are and that you do deserve luck and success because you bring such a beautiful energy to the world, that's when success comes to you, okay? And at the same time, your journey is also about you realizing that you are not alone. You're realizing that the signs, symbols, and synchronicities you get, that your prayers have been heard, but do you hear the answer from the universe and what the universe is trying to say? Okay, my beautiful pile number 1. I hope this reading helped you. Let me know if you want a second part, because I don't know where to stop. Like, I'm so in the flow that I sometimes don't know when to stop. Maybe it's also the universe saying maybe it's time for you to stop doing something and it's time to start. It's like stopping one thing and doing another. Okay, become a little bit more aware of that, more aware of the presence of your spirit guides. And again, they are talking to you through music. This could also be an energy here where spirit is saying it's time for you to dive into sound healing, okay? To heal your heart. Because when your heart is healthy, it can shine. It can go places, right? For example, if you have a wounded warrior, the wounded warrior will not be able to maybe make it to the finish line, whereas a healed warrior has enough power and enough endurance to get to the finish line here. Okay, my beautiful pile number 1, I hope you like this reading. Let me know that in the comments if you resonate with it, and I'm going to see you in my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. If my voice is a little bit mellow today, it's because I'm in a very meditative energy. So you chose this beautiful Aurora stone. I actually got that from Portugal, so maybe you might be connected to the country Portugal, or maybe a specific city in Portugal, or maybe you've been thinking about something that is connected to Portugal. Okay, let's talk about it. I actually found it at a market. I think it's called X Factory. I think it was called X Factory Market or something like that. And there was a lovely lady who was selling those crystals, and I was like, wow, that color is freaking amazing. I don't know if you can see, but it kind of like radiates or has like a shine. You see that? Like, it's actually purple, but there's a blue shine to it. Okay, so intuitively I feel an energy that not everything that we see, sometimes we look at something and there's more behind it. Okay, so the energy that I pick up with you guys here is that you look at something and you feel like you have a specific opinion about it, but then you change your opinion about it, okay? There's an energy around you on your destiny, or with your destiny on your journey, where there's a change of mind, or where you see the true colors of a situation, okay? That there's more than what meets the eye. Or when you take a closer look, that you see more than what you thought it is. Okay, so let's talk about it. What is your destiny? What is your journey? Who are you destined to become? I'm seeing an energy here, guys. Hold on. I actually channeled messages for you. Okay, I channeled messages for you, and I heard, what does it cost to be free? Okay, I also heard, is this really happiness, or is it a golden cage? Now, this is gonna be for 2 groups here. Some of you guys, you are in a connection, and for others of you, you wish to have a connection, okay? So bear with me, since there's two ways that this reading will go. Now with the soulmate card here, it's a beautiful card, but there's also some type of mystery here, right? This is not sunshine and rainbow soulmate, but it has like a dark hint to it. Okay, as you can see here, the moon in the background is also has clouds. Okay, so the moon is not fully illuminated, meaning that there's clouds. Maybe something is clouding your judgment, or you will realize on your journey, your destiny is it to see something with clear eyes. Okay, now I'm feeling the energy here. We also have here pride. Let me show you the cards first. So we also have pride here, as well as entrapment and wild. This is where you are going. I paid attention to the colors here. This is like a blue, okay? The blue color here reminds me of cold energy, almost to the point where one goes through a dark night, or like a very mysterious, like, just imagine a night sky, but it's like dark and cold and there's clouds, okay? And I feel this energy here that some of you guys on your journey, okay, doesn't matter where you are at, some of you guys, you already went through that energy, so I'm describing your past, and for others of you, I'm describing your present moment, okay? So for a lot of you guys, there's an energy here where you found yourself in a connection. You found yourself in a connection where you really felt like, I connect to this person from soul to soul. I feel a deep connection to this person. But at the same time, I'm also wondering about something else. Something tells me that I don't feel fully free. Is this really what a relationship should feel like? Because I find myself feeling trapped. I find myself feeling like this relationship is not as passionate as I thought it would be, or as I imagined it to be. Okay? I feel like I sacrifice a lot for this connection, and it takes away my energy. But at the same time, I'm very proud to be in this connection, and I do feel connected to this person. There's a duality. One part inside of you tells you something beautiful will blossom in this connection, and another part of you tells you that I don't feel fully alive in this connection. Something is missing. The passion, the fire is missing. Do I take this person as they are and sacrifice my happiness, sacrifice my desire to feel free-spirited and wild and alive? Okay, now for others of you, this talks about you dreaming about your future spouse, dreaming about this connection, this wild, free-spirited connection, okay, that you can proudly say, I am in a relationship. I have the love of my life beside me, okay, and you dream about this person. Now, the energy that I pick up here is your destiny. Is it to realize that you need to go out there and let your wild, free-spirited side take the lead? It almost feels like, I have not found my soulmate yet. Why? Why am I alone? Why am I single? Why is there no one by my side? Why is my bed empty? And Spirit is saying here that your destiny is it to let your wild, free-spirited energy, your wild side, because one side, you have two sides to you, okay? You have two sides to you. One side is all about you want to manifest or experience a wild life, meaning maybe being a nomad, traveling a lot, going places, having a very unconventional job, or to just do unconventional wild things, packing your bags from one day to another and just traveling, okay? And the other part of you tells you that you feel comfortable where you are at, you have security. Is this really happiness, or is it a golden cage? Yes, you are safe and you know your surroundings, but you feel at the same time that you don't feel as alive as you want to feel. You see other people living a wild life and you want that too. I also channeled a specific book called The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, and I want to talk about something here, okay? For those who long for a connection and you feel like it is really making you sad that this person is not with you, okay? I want to talk a little bit about a specific chapter in the story. Maybe you want to listen or read this book. It's called The Alchemist. So the alchemist in the book, the protagonist, called Santiago. Interesting, I think Santiago, well, Paulo Coelho is Portuguese, so that kind of makes sense. It ties into the reading. But I want to say that in the book, the protagonist, Santiago, he has a reoccurring dream of a treasure that is hidden somewhere. And one day he decides, he had everything, like he already had laid out his, path, his career path. He was supposed to become a priest. And his father was asking him, why do you want to travel the world? You have everything here. Why do you need to leave? You have everything here. Security, a job, your family. But Santiago had this urge. He felt like, where I'm at, I don't feel alive. I feel like the spark is missing. I feel like the fire is missing, okay? So he told his father that he wants to travel. And then he said, I want to see other people. I want to see other women other than the women that live in the city. I want to see different buildings other than the buildings in my city. And then the father said, well, you have women here, you have cities, you have, stores and cities here. You don't have to travel, okay? So there could be an emphasis here that on your journey, your destiny, is it to listen to the urge that tells you to travel, the urge that tells you to live a wild life or to make a wild decision, okay, that takes you out of your comfort zone. Now, what I actually want to bring across here is Santiago decided he would leave the city, he would leave behind his comfort zone and travel, okay? He listened to his wild soul that told him to follow a dream that he didn't even know if there was really truth behind it, okay? But he thought to himself that the experience itself will be worth it, no matter if I find the treasure or not, okay? But what my eyes will see in those different cities will be reward enough. I can say that I've lived, I've seen things, I've experienced different things other than what I'm used to, okay? On his journey, he found the love of his life in a desert, okay? So what I actually want to say here is that as you take ownership of your life and say, I am a wild soul, I like wild things, and what I want to experience is deep passion and a wild, crazy life. And you go on your way. You go on your way, you pack your things, and you let your passion, the red energy here, you let your passion take the lead. And what you will find is your soulmate. Maybe your soulmate is just as wild as you, and you will meet at a very wild, unconventional place, right? Meaning that if you go on your journey and listen to that wild voice, listen to that passion inside of your heart, that is actually directly linked to you meeting your true love and your soulmate. Not to only dream about them, but to say, I'm gonna live my life to the fullest. And since my soulmate, my true love, my future spouse is a wild soul as well, right? We share a soul, we are twin flames. I will meet them. I will meet them. I don't know where, but I know that my passion will boomerang and reflect passion. If I seek passion and every step that I take has a foundation of passion, I will find passion even in a person, okay? Now for others of you, I don't want to call you out or anything, but I feel like you are destined to experience a relationship that maybe brings you stability and brings you a sense of being proud to call somebody your own. Okay, only take this if it resonates. Okay, if you are in a happy relationship, then maybe this reading is not for you, or this is calling you to take your soulmate and your true love on a journey, that you guys will go on a journey together, okay, to do wild things together. The question really is, will this soulmate, this person that I'm with, understand that my heart and my soul is calling me to a different place, and will they come with me? Will I sacrifice what I feel? Will I sacrifice my own happiness and stay with this person? Or will I say, I love you, but I love myself more, and I want to experience that? And if that means we have to part ways, I wish you all the luck in the world, and I thank you for the love that you gave to me, but I feel trapped. I feel like I don't belong here, I belong elsewhere. Okay? To me, this feels like also a relationship that kind of seems cold, meaning you do everything that a couple should do, but maybe the passion or the fire is missing, and you will realize that. And from there, what do you do? Do you choose a connection that you know and that seems very logical? Okay, you do things that a couple is supposed to do, but where's the passion? And is there a relationship, a connection out there that has more passion? Okay. Now, we also have the card here, New Beginnings. It says, thank you, angels, for opening up the doors to change. I am ready. Okay. Do you see how she feels trapped here? But is it really true? Or is she just afraid to walk through the doorstep? Have you seen the guidance from your spirit guides that hint towards a place, a country, a city, that tell you that maybe I should visit this place, even if that means I would have to leave behind certain people? They either come with me or I have to walk my own path, because this is my destiny and I cannot sacrifice my destiny and my happiness for other people. We should both be happy, not just one person in the connection. So your destiny is about how you say goodbye to an old version of you. You say goodbye to your fears. You tell yourself, I do not feel alive where I am, but I know what makes me feel alive, and I want to bloom like a flower. And for that, I need passion and sunlight. And I need to make my wildest dreams and my wildest thoughts to become a reality in order for me to bloom like a beautiful flower. I do not want to feel dead inside because I choose to stay where I'm at for other people. Okay? Your journey really calls you to a different place. I almost want to say this to me feels like relocation, or it feels like leaving a connection behind. Again, this could be that your soulmate will follow you or they will not, because we all have a different purpose. But the beautiful thing about life is that we sometimes meet soulmates that have the same destiny or the same, let's say, direction. And we can travel with these people. Our destinies are in sync or aligned with each other. We can both go on that boat, okay, because we want to be and experience similar things. And then there are other connections and soulmates that have very different destinies, very different callings, and we cannot take them on our boat and travel. Because if they would come with you, they would be unhappy. And if you would stay with them, you would be unhappy. So one party will always be unhappy. Is it really worth it? Or is there a solution where both people can find happiness, letting each other go with love, but at the same time realizing that I will see this person happy and I will see them smile even if it is not with me. And it takes a lot of selfless love to do so. But if you really love a person, you would want to see them smile. Or would you want to see them sacrifice their happiness so that you smile? Okay, we also have here, love and accept yourself. Thank you, angels, for lovingly guiding me to self-acceptance. Okay, this is almost the energy here that your destiny is about accepting your own desires. This is about accepting that this is my desire and I can only blossom and bloom and I can only find my smile again when I follow that desire. I'm hearing when you smile, I smile. And that does not always mean that the people can travel with us. Sometimes we find each other again, and other times we part ways. Okay, I'm also being drawn to a movie. It's called Eat, Pray, Love. I think you guys know that one, where she is in a she's in a marriage, okay? Her husband is very much happy. She has everything, but her soul, she breaks down and cries, and she never prayed before, but that day she prayed, and she said, I don't know what's wrong with me. I have everything, but I feel like I don't feel alive. I feel like something is missing. I want to travel to Italy and eat fresh made pesto and spaghetti. I want to go to Paris and smell the roses. I want to go to Bali and soak in the sun. And her husband didn't want to come with her, right? So I'm not telling you here to leave your partner behind. I'm asking you, where are you sacrificing your happiness, and where are you holding yourself back from something that you know will make your heart sing? So your destiny is also about you really embodying the wild side in you and where it leads you to a new connection, to a new place, to a new way of living? Will it make you smile from a different place? Not because from the outside everything looks fine, but from the inside everything feels fine. Okay, your destiny is definitely about walking a very wild path. I heard the song Born to Die. I'm gonna link it down below in the description box so that you can listen to it. It has like a very intense lyrics. It's also about a connection and what the purpose of the connection is. And again, does one sacrifice? What does it cost to be free? What does it cost to get out of this room that I feel trapped in? What will I choose to sacrifice so I can walk this path? Is it time for a new beginning? Even though I thought that this is how my life should be, but I feel trapped here. And I feel like my spirit guides are calling me and letting me know it's time to walk through a new door. Okay, I actually want to get one more card here for you guys. Let's see where you are going, because I am very much interested in that. Okay, let's see. So where's pile number 2 going? What is pile number 2's destiny? Let's see. Where are you guys going? Where are you guys going? Beauty. Look at that. Do you see how wide open her eyes are, in awe of what she's seeing? Do you see that? She even wears the same dress. It's red, standing for passion and fire. She's like, wow, I cannot believe what I'm seeing with my eyes. It's so beautiful. And I only am able to see that because I made a wild decision. Look how beautiful it all turned out, and how much I'm experiencing right now, how alive I feel, how peaceful I feel with myself, because I made decisions that make my heart happy. Maybe they offended other people, but what I'm seeing here is pure beauty. Only because I was bold enough to travel, bold enough to make wild decisions. Only because of that, I have the most beautiful view. And I feel so youthful again. I don't feel my age. I feel so young in this place. Okay, I don't feel like I am slowly dying in old routines. I feel alive again. I feel wild. I feel free. And I would not exchange this. What will your eyes see when you make wild decisions? Yes, it hurt because you had to get over your pride, maybe even hurt somebody else's pride, not because you wanted to, but this was necessary for you so that you feel alive again. Okay? Okay, my beautiful pile number 2. I hope this reading helped you guys. Let me know down in the comments if you like it. I'm seeing, is there anything else that I want to talk about? Yeah, I also heard born to be wild. Okay. It's almost this energy of like accepting who you truly are, in a sense of my decisions will reflect that I accept myself and I don't need nobody to accept my decisions but me. Because I'm the one who's either sad or happy about my decisions, not other people. I live this life. Okay. Okay, my beautiful pile number 2. I'm going to see my next one. And I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my lovely pile number 3. So you chose this beautiful clear quartz that is shaped as an angel. Interestingly enough, we're also going to talk about something that is connected to the crystal that you chose, okay? Give me a second. I just want to cleanse the energy from the other piles. Okay. So, what is your destiny? Who are you becoming? And where's your journey leading you to? Okay. Now, I feel like with you guys here, your destiny is really about the magic that you discover in, or you have discovered. Take it as it resonates, because for some of you guys I'm speaking about the present moment, and for others of you I'm talking about the past. It's like everything is like all in one. Okay, so I'm feeling an energy here where the younger you one day felt like, why am I seeing those signs? Are these signs? And who's talking to me? Why do I see these angel numbers? What is around me? I feel like something is around me. These signs are sometimes so intense, and they seem to make sense. I feel like something is talking to me. Okay, this actually reminds me of, I'm gonna tell you like a little story about me and how my journey started. One day, it was autumn season, so maybe autumn season has like a significance to you, or you have your birthday in autumn season. So one day, I was standing at the bus stop, and I had this feeling of feeling lost, not knowing who I am, or it was a little bit shallow back in the days because I wanted to find out what my style is. But in order to find out what your style is, you also have to know who you are, right? So actually it's not really that shallow, because it's a question of who am I really, right? But I was crossing the street and I felt very down on that day. And I was asking, looking up into the sky, right? It makes sense why you have this angel crystal here, looking up into the sky. Okay, and I was asking the universe, dear God, please help me to find myself and who I am. And on that day, I just realized how, as I finished my sentence, a leaf was dropping, and it felt in sync to me, like, okay, I'm done with my sentence, and where does this leaf fall just as I finish my sentence? And I felt like, is that a sign? And I was not aware of spirit guides. I wasn't even religious. I didn't believe in anything. There was nothing that I believed in, but something told me to look up and speak. Okay. And then I started to see signs, just like you, pile number 3, starting to see signs, as if there is a higher intelligence that orchestrates certain events and certain synchronicities to happen. How big are the chances that you see those signs? How big are the chances that this is a coincidence? Or is there a story behind these signs? Okay, so your destiny is about understanding and decoding the signs that you see, and how you have a deep connection to the spirit realm, to the other realm, to deceased loved ones, to your spirit guides, and to the universe. Okay. I also heard how your sadness speaks to you. Okay, we have the card sadness here. And again, on that day, I felt super duper sad. But the interesting thing is, if you look at this story, your sadness actually also tells you the truth. For example, you feel sad in a specific country. That also tells you, I am destined to be elsewhere. Or your sadness would tell you, I'm not happy in this job. So your sadness speaks to you and tells you the truth that it's time for you to find a different job or go a different path. Your sadness also tells you that you really wish that people out there would be kinder and more compassionate. That also tells you that maybe it can start with you to bring more compassion to the earth. So your sadness speaks to you. Your journey, your destiny is about understanding what your sadness is telling you, the truth behind your sadness. Now I'm also paying attention to this little art piece thingy-majigger here. I don't know what you call it. Like those colors. Okay. It's almost like how there's so much beauty in sadness. Now hear me out. I mean, what beautiful poems and books are created from a place of sadness? How many beautiful songs have you listened to that talked about deep, sad feelings? So sadness is not always a sign of being in the wrong place. But maybe there is more truth behind your sadness. Or maybe there is art wanting to be born from your sadness. Sadness in this case is your teacher because it tells you the truth of the matter. It's not lying to you. Your tears are not lying to you. They're telling the truth. Okay. We also have here the sexual arts energy. And this can also go both ways here, just as pile number 2. Because I feel an energy here that some of you guys, you might be a little bit sad because you want to be with the love of your life. And for others of you, I'm feeling an energy of finding deep comfort in your connection to the universe. Okay. I also heard to fall in love or to fly in love. Okay. Now the interesting thing is that we sometimes have connections with people and they are very lusty and beautiful in the beginning, but then we realize how destructive they can become. And sometimes we want to help people, but as we try to help people, they drag us down. Okay? And how we sometimes have to take a step back. And understand what the truth is behind the situation we are in. And how connections affect us in a positive and in a negative way. Because just as connections can drag us down and trigger us to do destructive things, there are also connections that can lift us up and help us to make healthier choices. Okay. Now, I also heard the water that softens the potato hardens the egg. So I almost want to say that one can become stone as cold as a stone because of the sadness that they go through, or it inspires them. You see the inspiration here. Oh, hold on, it's here. Or it can inspire you to go deeper and to find out the truth. Okay. Now we also have here, don't hate, meditate. So some of you guys, you will find yourself feeling like you hate your life or you hate your circumstances. But at the same time, again, there's a deeper truth behind all of that that will guide the way. It says, don't hate, meditate. Thank you, angels, for guiding me to love through meditation. Okay, so for a lot of you guys, this has something to do with you wanting to be with the love of your life and to feel this deep, intense connection that is full of lust and full of passion, but is also very divine. Not a toxic connection, but an angelic one, a heavenly one. One that is full of light, and one that helps us to become a better version rather than triggering us to become destructive. This deep, deep connection between two people where you ride or die, where two opposing energies come together and create. Okay, let's see. I want to get one more card for you guys. So this is about you finding what the signs are trying to tell you and having the courage to actually follow those signs. Something tells you there's something deeper behind that, something more meaningful behind that, behind my sadness, behind my desire to be with the love of my life. And what kind of partners do I choose? Do I choose partners that are destructive, or do I choose partners that help me to fly, that help me to really be the happiest version of myself? Okay. Rejection. Your path is about what you say yes and what you say no to. Okay, the rejection card tells me here that you might feel like you want to reject the connection because you feel like it drags you down, or you already have done that. But then you ask yourself, well, if I reject this connection, will there be someone else? And for others of you, I'm seeing an energy here where you feel like you want to meet the love of your life, but do you truly believe? Or do you reject the thought that there is somebody who can unconditionally love you, that can love you so much that you fly instead of fall? Okay. The card here says, thank you, angels, for helping me to step back from what's not serving me. What do you say yes and what do you say no to? Your destiny is it to trust the signs that you get, no matter how bonkers and crazy it is to just trust signs, okay? This actually brings me back to a book that I've been talking about in a different pile. It's called The Alchemist, and this young guy in the book called Santiago had a reoccurring dream about a treasure that was buried in the desert. Now, only a crazy person would say, well, I had this dream, I have this reoccurring dream, let me go there. Let me see if I find this treasure. Right? Only someone who is deeply connected and understands that there must be a reason behind that would do that. Do you reject the signs that you get, or do you trust them? Do you let this angelic energy into your life, or do you dismiss it? Okay, I feel like I have to dig a little bit deeper here with you guys, so let's see. I'm going to get a few more cards here. What is your destiny about? Let's see. Where's your journey leading you to? What is pile number 3's destiny about? Finding the truth. Finding the truth about what true love really is. Finding the truth about behind the signs that you see. Okay, we have here change and transition. Hey guys, I don't know where the camera cut off, but we have here synchronicity. And as you can see, this is really becoming one. I don't know if that means becoming one with the universe or becoming one with your true love even before you see them physically. It starts with energy first, becoming one with another energy before two bodies come together. And then for others of you, what is the light and the dark aspect of a connection that you're currently in? And how does it make you fly, and how does it drag you down? And do you feel like in the long run, this connection will help you to achieve your wildest, biggest dreams and make you fly as free as a bird? Or will this connection drag you down to a place that makes you feel sad? Okay, because I feel like for a lot of you guys, I don't know if you are in a connection right now or if you are longing for one. I didn't intend this to be a love reading, but I think you guys are on my channel for a reason, right? When I do future spouse readings. Now we have change and transition. Thank you, Azriel, for leading me safely through this change. And then we have spiritual gifts. Thank you, Raziel, for helping me channel my gifts and talents. Again, you've seen those signs, but do you trust them? Do you trust that those signs will lead you right where you belong? Okay. I also have here the miracle of nature. Thank you, angels, for helping me to reconnect through nature and fresh air. You see, this is reconnecting to a power, a force that is higher than you, and that is guiding you to the love of your life, that is guiding you through change and transition, whatever you're going through. Okay, let's see. What are we gonna do here with you guys? Because I feel like I keep feeling like there's something more behind it. There's something more behind it. Okay, so let's see. What is your destiny here for pile number 3? What is pile number 3's destiny? What is pile number 3's destiny here? For others of you, I'm seeing the number 333, angel number 333. For others of you, I'm seeing here that those who wait, those who are patient get rewarded. I'm seeing an energy here of not settling down with a connection that you feel like will not make you happy in the end. Okay. And for others of you, I'm seeing here an energy where you and the love of your life become one energetically first, because before this person is in front of you. Can you transform your sadness of being alone into excitement to meet the love of your life? Do you trust a higher force that helps you to meet your match? Let's see, what is your destiny? Is there anything else you want pile number 3 to know? Anything else you want pile number 3 to know? 8 of Wands. Anything else you want pile number 3 to know? Eight of Cups. What is your destiny here, pile number 3? Give me a second, guys. The Sun. Wow. What is your destiny here? Five of Wands. What is your destiny here? Your destiny here, guys, your destiny here, look at this card. This person feels unfulfilled where they are at. Something is missing. I keep saying in your reading, I feel like something is missing. That's why I keep drawing cards, because I feel like something is missing. You see? Something is missing. You might feel like your future spouse and your true love is missing, but maybe there's something more behind that. Maybe it's not just the person missing, but maybe it is love that is missing. The love for life, the love for yourself. You experiencing joy and ecstasy in life without a person with you. Maybe that is missing. Maybe love in general is missing. Okay, and here is a sign. Spirit saying, hey, turn around, walk this path. Right? And you're reconnecting here with nature, with the universe, to find places in life that bring you a clear mind or deep peace, away from the city, because the city might confuse you. Maybe you need more time in nature to find tranquility and peace from the everyday struggle here. Okay, because your destiny is it to become successful, to become, I'm hearing, to become a proof, that the universe is magical, to become proof that when you follow the signs that the universe is sending you, that you will find success there, because something higher is watching over you. So your destiny is it to become a prime example or proof that one should listen to the signs that they receive. Because where the signs are leading you is success and praise. Okay, my beautiful pile number 3. I hope you like this reading. Let me know down in the comments if you like it, if you resonate with it, and I'm going to see you in my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 4. So you chose this beautiful image here. This beautiful crystal here. let's find out. What is your destiny? What are you destined to experience? What are you destined to learn? What is your journey about, okay? Your journey called life. So, I have channeled a little bit of energy before I started your reading, okay? I heard the word virginity. Now, the origin of virginity means, or the way I see it, it doesn't necessarily have something to do with your sexuality, but more so virginity here in this case is almost like becoming clean, or how can I say that? It is almost like virginity stands for being pure or something pure, right? For example, virgin hair means that the hair have never been dyed before, meaning they are in their original state, in their original energy, right? So I feel like the destiny, or your destiny, how it is unfolding here, there's an energy where you, pile number 4, I was drawn to your eyes, okay? There's something about your eyes that Spirit wants to talk about. Before I started your reading, I saw child pictures, or pictures from my family and little children. And I actually saw a picture of myself, and my eyes, there was like the light was not there. But when you look at the eyes of children, you see a big bright light in the eyes, meaning they're innocent, they're pure, right? Because the very interesting thing about life is how we come to earth very pure, very clean, very pure-hearted. But then life happens and we feel like we have to protect ourselves from danger, and we become closed off. Or we are very friendly people, but then we get in contact with a lot of grumpy people and we become grumpy, right? It's more so the energy that I pick up here is your destiny. Your journey is about coming back home, coming back to your original energy, coming back to this beautiful, innocent child within you that believed in miracles, that believed in love, that believed in good people, that believed in the magic of life, okay? Because I feel like somewhere along your journey, I could be describing your past, or I could be describing your present, okay? Just take it how it resonates. But I feel like somewhere along your journey, you might have lost faith in the universe, or you might have lost your belief that good things will come to you, or you lost the belief that the universe is behind you, okay? There's something about losing your belief, or losing your values, losing your peace, losing your happiness, okay? This is about how sometimes experiences change us in a way where our heart, when it was once soft like a pillow, it starts to become hard like a stone because of all the things that we experience, okay? I feel a strong energy here, how you really got hurt a lot in the past, and you getting hurt made you feel like, well, if my heart is there only to get hurt in the end, I don't want to feel my heart. I don't want to show my heart. I don't want to be open to people. And I don't want to believe, because I always get disappointed in the end. It's almost like you've went through a storm in your life where you felt like it really maybe took away your happiness, or took away your joy, and even your light. The light in your eyes that you used to have. The light that was a reflection of how bright your soul and your heart is shining. But then things happened. Okay? With the Have Faith card, this is almost like I prayed but nothing came back? Or why do I get hurt all the time? I'm losing faith, I'm losing hope. This world is too cruel for me. I cannot do this. I also heard back to green. So the color green is very important here in this case. Okay, maybe you've been drawn to the color green or to the color yellow. Your destiny is about how life tried to make you a person that you don't even want to be. Meaning maybe, well, everybody's grumpy out there, so I have to be grumpy as well, you know? Although this is not your nature. It's almost this energy here that your destiny is about coming back to your original nature. Coming back to nature literally, okay? There could be an emphasis here on you gaining your faith back when you lost it. Somewhere along the way, you lost your faith. Somewhere along the way, you felt like you're not heard by the universe. Now I also heard my green amulet turns black. And then I heard, and I go back to black, which is a song about her finding herself in a dark place after she got very much disappointed, right? Green, the color green stands for feeling energized and feeling alive and feeling vital and feeling like things are blossoming and blooming and feeling healthy. Okay? Your destiny is about how you come back home. You come back home to nature. How the world could not change you, even if there were times where you lost your faith. And then it comes back to you. This reminds me of when you watch movies and there is a hero, how in the beginning everything goes great, but then somehow along the way the hero loses faith that he can, that he can accomplish or finish his mission that he has. And he finds himself doubting his power. And then there's the energy of gaining your faith back, gaining your power back, so that you can conquer the world, so that you can achieve your dreams here. Okay? We have the home card here as well, again, coming back home. So your destiny is about how one loses their way because of this fast-paced world, because of this cruel world. And there's an amulet here, right? And your amulet turns green again. So from a place of, I feel excited and ecstatic about life, to I feel like life is too cruel, to I don't want to fight. I feel like this is a constant fight, a constant battle, and I don't want to do that anymore. And then she has a shell here in her hands, feeling like something is calling her. This is you coming back to your spirituality when you lost it along the way. This is about how the world could not turn you into an ice queen for too long. How you find your way back to being this compassionate, beautiful person who believes again, whose energy is coming back, your health is coming back. Okay, there's something about sacrificing happiness or you feeling like your happiness was sacrificed by all the duties and all the responsibilities that you've had, and how the world almost changed you into a person that you're not. I'm hearing falling down 9 times, getting up back the 10th time. There's a lot of temptation in the world that tempts us to be self-destructive, that tempts us to feel like we have to change in order to succeed, in order to win. And sometimes we choose an inauthentic path, not because we want to, but because we feel like that's what I have to do in order to survive. But something is changing here. Let's get a few cards. Something is changing here where you discover or find something that the universe put on your journey that makes you feel like maybe I'm not alone. Maybe there is something listening to me. Okay. So let's get one more card here. What are you discovering? Pile number 4. There's a lot of temptation outside in the world that tells us we have to look a certain way, we have to be a certain way, we have to be a certain way to be successful, to be accepted. And then we sometimes change and adapt. I'm hearing the quote. Guys, I found the quote. I really probably will butcher the name, but it's by Jiddu Krishnamurti. And it says, "It is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society." I'm gonna say it again. It is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. Okay, so I feel an emphasis here on you feeling like you have to adjust to the world, but the world, or this matrix that we build, we can see that politicians that are super duper, like, we can see that leaders are sick, but they are still in a leader position, or we see the injustice on earth. We see that mental health is not a big topic, although it should be a big topic. You know, the world is working day in, day out, but what really matters, such as love, peace, and health, mental health, is not of a big topic. So what does it say about society? What do the wars that happen say about society? Okay, I feel like you tried to adapt or adjust to the society and kind of lost yourself a little bit there, because that's not your nature. But you're coming back. The real you is coming back, full force, I'm hearing. And how you will rise, how your real you will make magic happen, okay? Now this quote talks about that it is not a measure of health to be well adjusted to a sick society, meaning, where do you feel like you do things you feel like you should do, and what do you neglect, where you feel like this is actually what really matters? Okay, your destiny here is about overcoming temptation, overcoming the temptation to adjust to this society and become sick like the other people. Okay, or to live an unfulfilled life like the other people. Well adjusted, having a 9-to-5 job. I'm not shitting on 9 to 5. Some people love their job and I'm super duper happy for them, but a lot of people walk around with depression, mental health issues, but how often do we talk about it? As long as you do your job, nobody gives a fuck about your mental health, right? What does it say about society, and do you want to be part of that? Or how sometimes we think we have to be a certain way to become famous, successful. but how genuine are these people? And what teachings, what energy do they bring to the world? Is it a healing energy or is it a destructive energy? The music that is created in the music industry, right? So your journey is about you coming home to yourself. This is almost this energy, temptation cannot lead me astray. I will not be tempted to change into a person I am not. Okay? But you felt it already here. There's this lingering feeling that although maybe not all of your prayers have been heard and not everything has manifested as you wanted it to, that you still feel like something is around me. That you still feel like the universe must be listening. Okay. Pile number 4, this is an energy, I think I don't even feel like I feel like I didn't finish the story. Maybe it has something to do with you finishing something that you started. Okay? It's almost like finishing your mission or finishing your destiny, right? Finishing what you were destined to experience or create or do on earth. Okay, this is an energy where the light in your eyes is coming back, where the glow in your eyes is coming back, because you see that health is the most important thing. Okay, we have here the divine physician, and it says, thank you, Raphael, for shining your divine light upon my healthy body. Okay, so your destiny has something to do with your health. Okay, I paid attention to the eyes in these cards. What do those eyes tell you here? I'm tired. I feel numb. I do what I have to do, but I feel tired and I feel numb. And look at that energy. On the contrary, look at those eyes. Strength, power, energized. Having the energy to conquer the world and make the wildest things happen. Okay, there might be an energy where you felt like this is what I have to do in order to make money, because the green energy also reminds me of money. This is what I have to do to make money. This is what I have to do to support myself. This is what I have to do to support my family. But where have you lost your health on that journey? Now, I feel a strong emphasis here that your destiny is about, that's this little short quote that says, health is wealth. How you transform into the healthiest version of yourself, meaning physically, mentally, and emotionally. And how then the money starts to flow. Okay. It also says here, shine your light. Thank you, Uriel, for helping me to share my light with the world. See that radiant energy here with the sun? It's almost like getting healed by the sun, getting healed by fruits and herbs and nature. Let's see. Spirit, what is pile number 4's journey? Take off your mask. Where do you feel like you're sometimes not yourself? Where do you feel like you are wearing a mask? Wow, your destiny is about taking off your mask and being proud to not be well adjusted to a sick society. Meaning, when everybody's walking around doing their thing, completely neglecting their health because they feel like I have to do it for money, you will say, I want to feel healthy and alive. I want to feel vibrant. I want to have a healthy body. I want to live until I'm 100 years old. And your decisions will reflect that. Okay, let's see. What is pile number 4's destiny here? You see, help from above. How you can feel the connection again to spirit. How you can feel again this excitement and happiness that you felt before the world made you numb. Okay. It's almost like the moon. I'm paying attention to the moon here and the waves. How, and there's a spark. How your spark is coming back. Maybe you've also chosen, because I'm going to post the next 7 to 10 day prediction, and there was something with a spark. Okay. If you've chosen that reading, this is definitely your reading. What brings you back your spark? What makes you believe in magic again? What makes you feel like life is magical indeed? Yes, there's a lot of cruel, bad things happening, but on the contrary, just like yin and yang, there's also a lot of light, a lot of magic, a lot of wonder, a lot of dreams being fulfilled every day. Okay. Where along the journey did you feel like dreams do not become a reality and I have to adjust to the society? Okay, let's see. Let's get a few more cards here. Your journey is about riding your own wave. Riding your own wave. It has a lot to do with ocean waves. I'm seeing a seashell here, an ocean wave. Let's see. I want to know what that is about. Give me a second, guys. I am going to take a little bit more time with you. What is this ocean energy about? Maybe Spirit is asking you that maybe you need a timeout by the ocean that will bring you back home. Or maybe your home country has a lot of like water around it. Or you have a deep connection to the ocean. And when you go to the ocean, to the beach, that you find yourself feeling deeply connected again to Spirit. Okay? What is that help from above and home? What is that energy about here for pile number? Cancer, yeah. Okay, we have immerse, the sun, source. I'm hearing the source of your happiness. The source of your happiness is also the source where you find success. Where you, yeah, wow, damn. Review. Okay, give me a second, guys. Cancerian is an energy that is very sensitive. Cancerians, maybe you all have Cancer placements in your birth chart, but Cancerian energy is all about motherly energy. It's a very nurturing motherly energy. It also talks about home. Your journey is probably about finding home in this world, to create a home that is healthy for you and your family. Okay, a healthy home, a healthy family, I'm hearing. Your destiny is to create a healthy family and a healthy home. When there is a lot of broken homes and a lot of unhealthy families out there. Okay. Cancerian energy is about how Cancerians are very in tune, okay, very sensitive, but that also makes them more open to getting hurt, right? When you are very sensitive, you feel deeply, and when you feel deeply, certain things hurt you a little bit more than other people. and you felt like, let me turn my feelings off because I get hurt all the time. But what if your feelings are like a compass that tell you, yes, no, I feel something is wrong here. And yes, I feel good here. What if your sensitivity becomes your compass instead of your weakness? Okay. North Node, your purpose, the future. Okay. Now look at that. Look at that energy. It says retrograde, meaning somewhere along your journey, as your destiny unfolds, you will look at yourself and ask yourself, is this really me? Am I really living the life that I want to live? Do I really want to put my name on this written document? I don't know where that comes from. Do I really want to put my name on that? Do I really want this to be the story of my life? And that's where the change happens. Okay. You will look at a door that you can walk through, or a way of living, and then you will ask yourself, is this really me, or am I wearing a mask? Let's see what the future card is about. Okay. It's almost like you find your happiness again. You find yourself again. You find home within you. You find home, vision, abundance. I cannot make this up. Because in actuality, you have a feeling. Your feeling tells you, I have the ability to become abundant. I don't have to work so hard to only get by. Future. The future was clarified by vision and abundance. Okay, guys, I cannot make this up. So what is happening here is that when I started your reading, I wanted to say that when I started your reading, I wanted to say you're selling yourself short, or you are not getting enough for what you put on the table. Okay, so this is more so the energy here that the universe is saying that yes, your vision is correct. You can have more, do more, and be more. And you will, at some point, realize, I am able to manifest abundance and success. I don't have to be in this job. I don't have to be like other people. My story can be different. I choose it to be different. I don't want to lose myself in this battle called life. Rather than seeing life as a battle, I want to embody and embrace that I was given a vision. A vision that tells me on the other side, there is abundance waiting for me. Okay, but again, it comes back to health, Jupiter. So your mind will expand and you will realize that health indeed is wealth. When you feel energized and healthy in your body, and when your mind is healthy, that is the gateway for abundance to come to you. It starts with health. That's what you're going to realize here. Okay. I almost want to say that the universe is saying here that if you look at it from a perspective of a machine, you know, we are not robots, but I feel like maybe you find yourself feeling like you are a robot, just functioning but not really living. To live doesn't mean you're alive, I'm hearing, But if you look at it from a place of, okay, a machine has to run, the machine has to do its job. But the machine would maybe also need oil, would also need energy, would also need a battery, right? So it doesn't run on its own, it doesn't function on its own, it still needs certain things in order to function properly and do the job. Okay, so you will realize in order for you to manifest abundance and success and a lot of financial gain, that your mind has to work for you instead of against you. That you need the energy throughout the day to create as much as possible. And you would gain that energy from energizing fruit and vegetable or food in general, right? And you would realize that if you feel good, that you attract more things. And if you feel like shit, that you also attract things, but not necessarily what you do want to attract, right? You know how when you sometimes wake up with the wrong foot and everything starts to go downhill from there? Because the energy already set the tone for the day. Whereas if one feels healthy and content and peaceful, that also sets the tone. It sets, wow, your spirit guides are here. It sets the tone not just for the day, but also for your future. The healthier you are, you will come back to immense power that comes from health, that comes from feeling healthy mentally, physically, and spiritually, because you understand that what truly matters is health. What truly matters is that you feel peaceful, that you feel energized. Okay, let's get one more card here. Exploration, yeah, 9th house. Okay, so on your journey where your destiny is unfolding and your visions become a reality, when your visions about the future that is so abundant become your reality, and you didn't let yourself get astray in this fast-paced society, you will start to explore. You will start to explore different ways of doing things, or feeling like it's time for a change in my life. I want to explore what happens when I do things a different way, when I set the tone, okay? Connect with music. So you will explore music that inspires you. You will explore music that speaks to your soul and ignites a fire inside of you. You will explore how music can heal you, such as sound healing, meditation, something along those lines, and that you do indeed have people around you that you can trust. Not everybody, that's true, but there are indeed people that you can trust. And the color yellow comes back in here because I chose for every pile I chose pink, but for you I chose yellow. It's this yellow, it's the light, the sun, the source of energy, okay? That you can indeed trust people when before you felt like you couldn't, because of what happened. Okay, it says, thank you angels for surrounding me with people I can trust and love. Clear your vibes. You see, you took on a lot of energy from the world, a lot of gray energy from the world when you are actually a rainbow. You took on a lot of gray energy from the world when you are actually a rainbow. It says, thank you Metatron for clearing my energy field. Coming back to who you truly are and the magic that comes with that, okay? So, since I love you guys, I'm gonna get a few more cards here. As pie number 1 realize, sorry, maybe you chose pie number 1. As pie number 4 realizes that they want to trust their vibes and clear their vibes from whatever has happened in the past, or the people that they came in contact with that were mean. What is coming to you then? You have the World card here. So there might be a need for you to explore the world, meaning to travel. Okay, so you might find yourself traveling here. Ooh, exploring your intuition. That's interesting. Exploring your psychic abilities, exploring your intuition. Okay. When you see the sun again, 9 of Wands, yeah. Let's see. It's time for me to heal, I'm hearing. It's time for me to heal. So I'm ready for abundance. Buy the book. Okay, if you have been thinking about buying a book, I want you to buy this book, okay, if you feel it. I also heard buy the book, so there might be a book that will play a significant role in your life. Okay, now Spirit told me to show you this book. I don't know if you guys want to actually get it, but if you feel called to, you can. It says Why You Are Here Cafe, a new way of finding meaning in your life and your work. Okay. I don't know why, but maybe you feel connected to that book, or you read it already. Okay. There's something about books and learning, exploring. It's almost like exploring the world through the lens of other people because you read their book or you listen to their audiobook. Okay, to actually connect with people that have the same energy as you, okay, and not the people that are always opposing your energy, okay. So in essence, what I'm seeing here, pile number 4, I love it. That's a beautiful way to close your reading. We have the Star card here, the 10 of Cups, okay, 6 of Pentacles, the Moon, the 3 of Swords, and the Fool card, okay. This is when someone chooses to go on a journey and heal themselves, and that the healing that you focus on is what actually brings you abundance, when before you thought it's all about the hustle and bustle and doing and maybe even changing into the people that are successful, creating or doing things that you feel like are not your authentic self, but they sell. And you grow bigger. You see things from a higher perspective. You actually want to stand out in society and do things differently. Now, your destiny is about what you find when you explore books, when you explore traveling, and when you explore talking to high vibrational people instead of low vibrational people. I don't want to actually say that. I don't want to label people, but you know what I mean. Like, it, you know, talking to or listening to an author who manifested their dreams, that's a different kind of vibe, and it's a beautiful vibe to come in contact with, rather than like a grumpy customer. That's completely different, and that also molds and shapes you into the person that you are becoming. So you need more, or you will be realizing that you need more kind, pure souls in your life. May it be through a book, a seminar, a healer, whatever it is. Okay? And that as you heal, your spark is coming back and it's shining brighter than ever. And because of that, your manifestation almost like falls from heaven. It's like, I feel like when something that makes sense. Oh my god, I can't. Okay, I'm hearing when something just falls into your lap. People say things just don't fall into your lap. Maybe they do. When our belief and our trust in the universe is strong enough. You see? Something appears in the sky and you feel the presence of the universe and you feel like, I am gonna do my part and heal, and then this blessing comes through, right? Okay, my beautiful pie number 4, I hope this reading helped. Let me know down in the comments if you resonate with it, and I'm going to see my next one. I wish you a lovely, lovely day. Bye.